It's a powerful theme
It is.
that runs throughout the book.
Right.
This idea that true connection transcends language barriers.
It's a reminder that we're all connected.
It speaks to those universal human experiences that bind us together.
Regardless of our background.
Exactly.
Our language, our
Yeah.
culture.
It's that human connection.
Yeah.
So Santiago, he throws himself into work.
Okay, he's determined
Determined to earn enough money to continue his journey.
to get to those pyramids.
But after a year,
Whole year.
he's still nowhere near
Oh, wow.
having enough to reach Egypt.
And that's got to be discouraging.
It's a tough moment.
Yeah.
There's this scene,
Yeah.
he's sitting at a cafe
Okay.
and just overwhelmed
Yeah.
by the sheer distance to the
Mhm.
pyramids.
It's like the weight of the dream is crushing him.
It's this poignant moment
Yeah.
that illustrates how even with unwavering commitment,
Right.
there will be moments of despair and doubt.
It's not always easy.
It's not.
The path to our personal legend is rarely linear.
It's not a straight line.
There are twists and turns.
And it's in these moments of uncertainty
Yeah.
that our true character is tested.
Absolutely.
And it's in this moment of despair
Okay.
that the crystal merchant, he recognizes Santiago's struggle
He sees it.
and offers him a way out.
What does he offer?
He offers him the money
The money. Wow.
to return home.
That's surprisingly generous,
It is
especially considering that he seems kind of trapped himself.
in a life he doesn't want.
Right.
It's a complex act of kindness
Yeah.
that reveals the merchant's own...
His own unfulfilled desire.
Exactly, his own unfulfilled desires.
Yeah.
But Santiago's response
Okay, what does he say?
is even more surprising.
Oh.
He refuses.
Oh, wait.
He says, I work for you. I need money to buy some sheep.
He's going back to being a shepherd.
It's not a step backwards.
Okay.
It's a symbolic return to his roots.
Interesting.
But this time,
Yeah.
with a deeper understanding of his purpose.
He's transformed.
It's a powerful message
It is.
for all of us.
About.
Sometimes we need to revisit our past,
Mm-hmm.
reconnect with our origins
Yeah.
in order to move forward
With more clarity.
with clarity and purpose.
That's beautiful.
So we're left with this burning question. Will Santiago ever reach the pyramids? Will he ever find that treasure he's been dreaming of?
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Welcome back.
Ready for more.
Last time,
Yeah.
we left Santiago
Mm-hmm.
at a crossroads,
Okay.
recommitted to his journey,
Right.
but seemingly stuck in Tangier,
Still working for that crystal merchant.
looking for the crystal merchant.
Yeah.
It felt like a pause
Mm-hmm.
on his quest for treasure at the pyramids.
I mean, it's important to remember
Yeah.
that the journey to one's personal legend
Mm-hmm.
isn't always a straight line.
Right.
Sometimes those detours,
Yeah.
they're just as crucial
Oh,
as
yeah.
the intended path.
It's like those times in life when you think you're heading in one direction,
Yeah.
and then bam,
Yeah.
something happens
Yeah.
that sends you on a completely different course.
Then you're like, wait, what just happened?
But looking back,
Mm-hmm.
you realize
Yeah.
that unexpected turn led you exactly where you needed to be.
It's like the universe has a plan.
Yeah.
Even if we don't see it at the time.
And that's precisely what happens to Santiago.
It is working for the crystal merchant.
Yeah.
It wasn't just about earning money.
Right.
It was a lesson in
Yeah.
patience,
Okay.
perseverance,
Yeah.
and recognizing opportunity
Yeah.
in those unexpected places.
And it gave him a chance
to observe.
to observe the merchant
Okay, yeah.
who had his own unfulfilled dreams.
Right, he wanted to go to Mecca.
He wanted to travel to Mecca.
But fear held him back.
It's a cautionary tale, isn't it?
It is. It's a reminder that
Yeah.
allowing fear and complacency to
Right.
dictate our choices
Mm-hmm.
can lead to a life of regret.
Absolutely. The crystal merchant becomes a mirror for Santiago,
Oh, interesting.
reflecting what could happen if he lets fear extinguish his own dreams.
Powerful imagery.
But Santiago's different.
He is. He chooses to learn.
He chooses to learn from the merchant's mistakes, reaffirming his commitment.
To his personal legend.
It's like that saying,
What's that?
learn from the mistakes of others.
Oh, yeah.
You can't live long enough to make them all yourself.
So true.
And there are these fascinating parallels
Oh, between.
between the crystal
Okay.
and Santiago's own journey.
How so?
The merchant talks about the
Mhm.
need to cleanse the crystal of negative thoughts,
Right.
which mirrors Santiago's own need
Yeah.
to shed his doubts and fears.
It's like he's polishing his own spirit.
Exactly. By working with the crystal.
Yeah.
Santiago is also working on himself.
I like that.
He's honing his intuition,
Mm-hmm.
becoming more attuned to the world around him.
So this time in Tangier,
Yeah.
it's not a detour.
It's a vital training ground, It reminds me of that concept from martial arts.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Iron sharpens iron.
I love that.
Santiago's experiences,
Yeah.
both positive and negative,
Mm,
are shaping him into the person he needs to be.
to fulfill his destiny?
And throughout it all, that language without words,
Oh, right. The language without words.
which he first noticed with his sheep,
Yeah.
it continues to appear.
So he's still connected,
He and the merchant understand each other perfectly.
despite the language barrier.
It reinforces this idea
About,
that true connection transcends spoken language.
yeah, it's deeper than words,
It's like they're communicating on a deeper level.
soul to soul.
So Santiago works hard,
Okay.
saves every bit he earns.
He's determined.
But even after a year,
Another year
he's still nowhere near having enough money.
to reach Egypt.
There's this gut-wrenching moment
Oh, no.
where he's sitting in a cafe,
Okay.
feeling utterly defeated.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's like the immensity of his dream,
Right.
the sheer distance to the pyramids,
Yeah.
is just crushing him.
We've all been there.
Haven't we?
When the weight of our dreams,
Mm-hmm.
the challenges,
Just feel overwhelming.
and giving up seems easy.
Then continuing,
It's those moments that
Yeah.
truly test us.
that reveal our resilience.
And what's really fascinating
Okay, what's fascinating?
is how the crystal merchant,
Hmm.
he recognizes Santiago's despair.
He sees he's struggling.
And he offers him a way out.
What does he do?
He offers him the money to return home.
Wow, seriously?
I was floored by his generosity,
Yeah.
especially considering he himself is
Yeah.
clinging to a life he doesn't truly want.
It's a complex act of kindness.
It is.
Maybe he sees a reflection of his younger self
Yeah.
in Santiago.
Or maybe
Or maybe.
it's a way for him to vicariously experience the
Yeah.
freedom he never allowed himself.
That's an interesting thought.
It's a reminder
Mm.
that even those who seem trapped
Yeah.
can still possess remarkable generosity.
And compassion.
But Santiago's response
What does he say?
is even more surprising.
Okay.
He refuses the offer.
He doesn't take the money. And he says,
What does he say?
I'll work for you. I need money to buy some sheep.
He's going back to being a shepherd.
This is where Santiago's transformation
Yeah.
becomes truly evident.
Yeah.
He could have easily taken the easy way out,
Right. Gone back home.
returned home,
Resumed his old life.
but he's changed.
Yes.
He's tasted the possibility of something more,
And there's no going back.
and he's no longer content with settling for less.
Then his personal legend.
It's like he's saying, I've come too far to turn back now.
Powerful.
I may have hit a roadblock,
Yeah.
but I'm not giving up on my dream.
He's committed.
And his decision to buy sheep,
Okay. Yeah.
it's not a regression.
Right.
It's a symbolic return to his roots,
Okay.
but with a newfound understanding of his purpose.
He's not just tending sheep.
He's tending to his dreams.
Embracing the cyclical nature of life.
So we see Santiago making a conscious choice
Mm-hmm.
to recommit to his personal legend.
But how does he actually get back on track?
That's where things take a turn
Oh.
for the adventurous.
Okay. Tell me more.
Remember, Santiago had been robbed.
Yeah. Shortly after arriving in Tangier.
He's understandably cautious.
Right. After that experience.
But amidst the bustling marketplace,
Okay.
he encounters this young man
A young
who
man.
speaks Spanish,
Okay.
offering to guide him
Guide him where?
to the pyramids.
Oh, wow. So it's like a sign.
This is where we see Santiago's internal struggle
Okay. His struggle between.
between trusting his intuition
Yeah.
and being wary.
Of another betrayal.
He wants to believe this is a sign,
Right.
a stroke of luck sent by the universe.
But he's also learned.
And learn the hard way
Yeah.
that not everyone is trustworthy.
It's a classic test of discernment.
And remember the old king's words?
Yeah.
When you want something,
Mm-hmm.
all the universe conspires
Yeah.
in helping you to achieve it.
He's trying to balance this belief
With
the wisdom he's gained through his experiences.
right, it's not blind faith. He's like, okay, universe, I'm listening.
But I'm also going to be smart about this.
So he shows the young man his money,
Okay.
enough to buy 2 camels,
For the journey.
but instead of heading to the camel market,
Uh-oh.
they get distracted by a beautiful sword.
A sword. What does that symbolize?
It's symbolic of temptation,
Okay.
this shiny object that pulls Santiago's focus away.
From his true purpose.
It's a reminder that even when we're on the right path,
Yeah.
there will always be distractions.
Trying to lure us away.